Hey guys, how you going? I just thought I'd jump in here and do a quick video, say hello. I did do a couple of others the other day, but I haven't uploaded them yet, and the energies have changed so much. So I just wanted to jump in here and talk about these changing energies and things that are coming up for us. Definitely any old people-pleasing, limiting beliefs, patterns, cycles, oh my God, you name it. It's been a really powerful week. I had a birthday on the 4th of the 4th, the angelic portal, and you probably see it was a fantastic, fun, powerful day. It was just the energies were just off the charts. I felt it. I did a little video, a fun video that I put up on YouTube here on my channel, the one before this, and it was just a really powerful, exciting day, and I felt it was amazing, and I felt so empowered, and I know it was me upgrading into this coming into my new year. And then Tuesday wasn't too bad, and then Wednesday just went shoo, because that always happens, right, when we're upgrading into the new. Anything that is got to come out of our energy field that we've still got stuck in there, that's any triggers or limiting beliefs, anything we're doing has got to come out and show us, because we can't level up higher without that old stuff coming up, and we've got to transmute that out of our energy field. And so sometimes we are in a really conscious awareness of that coming up, and we'll transmute that, and other times we get triggered, and as you know. So what I've been finding for me that's been triggering me are things that I feel, sometimes when I'm in the moment of it, I don't feel blessed about it, but then later I kind of feel, and pretty much quickly later, because as you know, those of us that have been on this ascension path for a long time, now we know when we get triggered, we can see it, have the awareness straight away, and go, okay, I reacted, oh gosh, I reacted like that, or I responded like that. Where is it? Where is the block? Where is it? Is the wound? Where is the whatever? So I looked at it all, and I realized that, okay, I'm still going deeper into setting boundaries with certain people. And what I'm finding is, and this is one thing that a lot of people just usually say in the spiritual community, they do a lot of this, cord cutting and getting rid of people out of your life, and they like to refer to it as toxic energy or toxic people or whatever. So for me, I look at it a little bit differently. For me, I realize that everyone still has wounding, and they're healing and whatnot, and they'll react and respond accordingly. And we've all gone through that, and we've all had our narcissistic tendencies, as much as we call everybody else that and everything like this. So, but what I find is the more mature spiritual approach is crystal clear communication, and being very conscious of communicating with the other person in those boundaries, and saying, okay, where are we a block to each other's path, or what's going on? Where are you a block to mine? Where am I a block to yours? Where are you, or where am I allowing for me to invite things in, invite these energies in, or whatnot? And that's what we all need to do, because we're inviting the energy in, right? So and what I find is that people that we love in our lives, it could be family members like our children, our parents, our siblings, whatever, could even be, close friends that we don't want to say, okay, I don't want to talk to you for ages, like I'm cutting this cord, blah, blah, blah. We want to work it out, because we go, okay, so we can work this out. We're both grown, mature, spiritual adults. Where can we see this? Where can we see the trigger? Where can we see that we're both frustrating each other, or being angry with each other, or whatever, and what's coming up for that? So that's what I've been finding this week. I've been doing it with my daughter, and a little bit with my mother again, and just really seeing and where I've reacted too. So I'm not just saying it's them, it's me too, where something's happened and I've reacted. And what frustrates me is when I see I've gone back into the same cycle or pattern. And the good thing is about that is that you're seeing you're doing it, so you can change it. But the other side of that is you think, oh, I've seen this so many times before. So what Spirit is showing you then is you're not changing it. So we can see it, we can see around it, but we have to change it, because what's happening is, if you don't make the change, then the person that you're interacting with won't make the change either. So if you, for instance, say you're people pleasing in a situation, in a certain situation, and you may not be people pleasing with that person in other ways, so you think you're not people pleasing, but there could be a couple of things that show up now and then that you jump into people pleasing or fixing or whatever, or trying to help. And so you don't realize necessarily that you're doing that, because you're not people pleasing in other ways. And what happens is that that person, if you keep doing that, then that person is going to receive what you're giving. So they're going to receive you from people pleasing, and then you're going to get resentful and frustrated and annoyed again, because you're like, oh, and that's how the cycle goes. It needs to be us that needs to say, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to have this conversation where that person might get really shitty, or that person might not be happy, but I'm going to have this conversation. I have to choose me. So, these are the times where we're really coming back to choosing ourselves, our love, our light, our peace, our harmony, our balance, our soul path. And I just posted a reel on my IG that spoke. It was one of those voiceover guys speaking, and it spoke about how she chooses peace over negativity, and basically it was one of those, and starts to see what's in her life and removes herself accordingly to what is showing up that is not in that realm of how she wants to live her life, how she wants to be, how she wants to work through every day. So this is what's happening in these energies at the moment, and they are powerful and they're beautiful and they're amazing, as much as we want to go, oh God, will you just piss off, but they are great, because as they come up, you go, oh fuck, not this again. And then you go, okay, all right, well, if it keeps coming up, you can't blame the universe, you can't blame the person that's doing it, you can't blame spirit. The only person you can come back to is yourself and say, bloody hell, why again? Oh, okay, well, this is why. Often we do things from love, from not wanting to hurt people. We keep ourselves stuck in a cycle because we don't want to hurt somebody. We keep ourselves stuck in a cycle of being with someone because we don't want to break up with them, because we don't want to hurt them. And that person might lash all this guilt onto us about this, that, and the other to try and protect it, because that's coming from their fear and they don't want to lose you, whatever the case is. I'm just throwing in some scenarios here that are coming through. I don't know what's going on in your life at the moment and what's happening. For me, it's not per se a relationship like a partner, like a man or anything. It's more, which I would call karmic. It's more my karmic situations or partners, or because as I've always said, it doesn't need to. It can be your job can be your karmic blocker, your family, your parents, your children, your whatever. They can be your karmic people in your life that are interfering or that are causing these situations. And so it doesn't mean that, so when we talk about a third party situation or a third party karmic situation, it doesn't have to just be a person, as I said, and I've spoken about that before, so I won't go into that now. But yeah, I'm just throwing out scenarios there, so no matter what it is with you. For me this week, it has been me showing up with, seeing a cycle showing up again with my daughter that has been a block to my path, and I've been a block to her path in some ways as well. So we're really working that through consciously together, which is great. And yes, you have your rants and your raves, but when you are dealing